Starting the stream. Is the stream started? Let's find out if the stream is started. We're having more internet problems, so I'm trying to use the cellular option, but I can't tell if it's gonna work. No, I don't know if it's gonna work, but it kinda seems like we have the internet in some way, but I can't tell if people can see the stream or not. 'Cause I'm realizing all the chat windows aren't open at all. Yeah, let's open them up. Everything got messed up when the internet crashed again and again and over again. But it's back, kind of on a different track, kind of using the cellular hockey puck interface, at least until the data extinguishes my allocation. Here we go. I can see two chats. 1, 2, 3. Where's the third? Discord chat's open now. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Welcome, Crenshaw, Cha, Lee, Vaporeon, Alex Bernstein. Welcome, Sispa. Okay, do we have... Okay, we have camera. We're not dropping frames. We have a Minecraft connection. Just for reference, thanks to the stream earlier today, we are 20 even away from our next face camera expansion milestone. We're currently at 90% opacity. Let's go ahead and put on a song and then play the actual opening theme now that things seem to be, broadly speaking, roughly functional. Let's play... Let's play Cogs. And I will be right back.
I put the cogs into the box and then I've got another load. After a while my arms will get tired and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine that does my work in half the time. But I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box. Now I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go. But I can't cease in questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. 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 Just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Okay, we've already got 44 drop frames. This is kind of an experiment. The internet is still super broken here, and the ISP is sending people out on Wednesday to fix it. We had a huge storm here a few weeks ago, and a bunch of the city's infrastructure got totally wrecked. They're finally getting to us in my apartment building on Wednesday. In the meantime, I'm on cellular. As somebody pointed out, Alex Bernstein says 1080 over cellular. Is that intentional? It's going to cost a lot of data. No, it's not intentional, but it's too late to fix it without turning off the stream. Because the internet was working kind of fine. Again, it's this intermittent problem. That's what's killing me. It's intermittent. Half the time it works, and then it all of a sudden stopped working like 3 minutes before the stream, and I didn't have time to set up an alternate 720p profile on the desktop, and the laptop isn't hooked up to any of the mics, because normally if I'm using the cellular thing, it's because I'm traveling. So, no, I'm not gonna end the stream and restart it. I would probably rather just lie down on the floor and not get back up. That's what'll happen. That's what'll happen if I stop the stream. I'm just gonna give up. I just spent 90 minutes in an incredibly loud elementary school auditorium, sitting in a chair basically exactly like this one, and like that's about how long I can sit in a chair like this anyway. That's why we usually have a hydration break or the stream ends in 2 hours. So I'm already exasperated, overstimulated, and this chair is not doing me any favors. So I am not going to stop the stream and try to restart it. There will be no forward momentum. That will be the end. I might just lay on the floor now anyway. Because the more I'm talking about that, the more that sounds like not being in this chair. And that's sounding really nice. Really nice. We do have the guest chair that I don't normally sit in because it's like not great for recording because it pivots and stuff, and so it doesn't keep my head the exact same distance from the mic. But I don't think at this point we're super likely to be recording any segments anyway. So yeah, let's just get rid of that. How safely could I toss? Yeah, that's fine. Tossing that chair out, bringing the other chair in. Da 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 da. I think I broke my toenail. This is why we don't move furniture. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that really is not pleasant. We'll wrap that in a tissue and worry about it in 2 hours. Woo! Okay. We're ready to start the stream. Gonna go ahead and turn that setting up stream now sign off. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so I was kind of hoping maybe somebody would be online and we could play some TCG, because I just made some changes to my deck this morning for the tournament. Oh gosh, I am not in the right location for the microphone now. Hold on, how do you adjust this chair? Okay. What is that? It's like an armrest. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. Where was I? I forget where I was. What was I gonna say? Yeah. The trading card game. Yeah. So Beef unveiled the bracket in a recording we did earlier. That information is embargoed until 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, I think. So, anyway, I made some changes to my deck this morning that I haven't gotten to try out yet. Adding a second card type. And I don't don't know if it'll work. But it's Friday night, so there's a good chance that any hermit who has something better to do is doing it. Hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who that's from. Indra, thank you for the 14. That's going to get us 6 away from our first face camera expansion milestone of the stream. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. And Cha-Cha says, we're watching old VODs. The pinball machine's come a long way since then. Oh, yeah, it has. Like, this might not be the most glamorous part of this, but it's okay. What card type? Oh, HermitCraft TCG. It's a vintage beef scheme. Monsieur Nothing says, saw the dark video earlier with you and the Vorden shenanigans. I haven't actually gotten to see that yet. Does it do a good job of showing how that all started? Also, did me having a guitarist in studio cause problems for other people's editing? Nobody was impolite enough to say anything about it, but I was like, Doc's the one that dragged me here. I can't not bring my guitarist. Yes, I am now Warden Hills forever from a branding standpoint, which will only go well when I try to sell t-shirts. Mojang loves it when you sell their stuff. Okay. Showed Doc having his issues from the start and then inviting everyone to come help. Got it. Dun 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 dun. Doc wanted to make a mob switch with wardens. Gotcha. Doing well today, Golda. Okay. Let's go ahead and lay our heads down green here. Do-do-do-do, do-do. Like, am I bleeding on the carpet? No. Cool. I have, like, a bunch of extra, like, small carpets in here for acoustic reasons. So worst case, I can just throw it in the washing machine. But it's, you know, it's one of those things. Like, I have a whole box of tissues here. If I can save myself the trouble, I should probably check on that. Okay. Yeah, this is why moving furniture on sets is a union job. You let somebody else do it, and it's just not going to be done safely or professionally. It probably doesn't help that I've been watching a lot of Taskmaster, and they do a lot of physical comedy without much regard for their own safety. Or, you know what I should say, is without apparent regard for their own safety. They might be better at it than I am. Concealing regard for your own safety is crucial to good British comedy. Oh boy. Yeah, I did some research into Scotland today. It turns out that they don't really have much of a pinball scene. And so I'm a very, like, it's not that, okay, every time I say that I'm a very lazy person, NJ yells at me because I'm constantly working. But, like, because I'm constantly working, I don't have time to do everything else. And so, like, when I see the opportunity to not do something, to not add something to my pile, I responsibly and maturely go, okay, that's something I don't want to do on top of everything else I'm doing. I'm going to not do that, right? I'm going to avoid taking on anything else, right? So that's not laziness. That's some degree of self-preservation on a different axis. But, so anyway, like, I know that realistically I'm not going to be able to afford to live, like, in, like, the fashionable inner area of Edinburgh. And so when it comes to things like, well, where outside of Edinburgh would be good to live? It's like, well, let's see what has a good pinball scene. Because then I can just delegate the decision of where to live to whoever built an arcade. Because they clearly make good decisions, like building an arcade in Edinburgh, and I should just follow their lead. And then I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do extra work. So it turns out... Sorry. Badger says we can only live there if you learn to say it properly. Edinburgh. Yeah, if we want to move to Edinburgh, then we've got to... Then we're going to have to live in the exurbs. This is how good I am at pronunciating. Anyway. Core concept. I was like, we'll just go live wherever somebody already built an arcade that has pinball tournaments. There's no arcades that have pinball tournaments in the surrounding areas of Edinburgh. City. Whatever it's called. So, I might have added a few extra syllables there. But that's fine. Y'all know what I mean. And that's the important part of the English language is that people know what you mean whether or not they like how you said it. That's why we're such effective diplomats. Anyway, take that, the French. Where was I? I cannot keep a thought in my head right now. My brain is just melted. So, anyway, basically because nobody has decided to open an arcade that runs pinball tournaments outside of Eden, it looks like then it is now incumbent upon me to amass a collection of pinball machines and secure a venue for such a thing, which is not a responsibility that I want. Somebody from Scotland do it. Would be better, but like realistically, if nobody else is gonna do something, sometimes it's just on you. So there's that. Unfortunate news. I now need to amass a sufficient collection of pinball machines to run tournaments in Scotland. So that's weighing on me from a financial standpoint. One more thing to worry about, right? Yeah. Somebody says check PayPal. There is apparently a delay. Sometimes PayPal is not fast, especially on weekend nights. They do, what do you call them, maintenances. Alex says, is that water only 4 source blocks? I don't know, maybe. I'm not in charge of source blocks. Do you think it would help if I just came up here and did this? Do you think it would all just magically go away? I don't know if that... I think that might be, like, a little bit optimistic there, bud. It might be, like, 7 or 8 source blocks. Yep. See, this is like a whole thing now. And now we've accidentally made a mushroom. Well. So my original plan was to come back here with sponges and just leave all that. But now that we've made it hideous, I'm really close to going back to the floor plan. However, that is now... There's armrests on this chair. I don't know if I can get that into frame. No. The armrests on this chair prevent me from doing that. I just gotta, like... You can't see it. That's not helpful if I'm, like, leaning over it. Okay. Learning a lot about chairs. This is why I don't stream in this chair. Keeps me off the floor. Okay. Yeah, screw the castle with the Wendy's. We could spend the same amount building an arcade. That's true. That's true. Welcome, Thingamabob MC. Okay. I guess we'll keep digging this, because there's no way to play TCG with at the moment. And I do not feel I am emotionally equipped to work on the pixel art right now. I really needed a nap. And instead I went to an elementary school. But my daughter had a very fun time doing some sort of after-school thing. But it is all my energy. All my energy is gone. Okay, so now we need to go take these. Okay, put these away. Bum ba da ba dum bum 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 ba da ba dum bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. One thing I will say about watching Taskmaster is, I know I won't shut up about watching Taskmaster, but it's really opening my eyes about a lot of things. It's really apparent that a lot of the comedians in those shows don't run up and down hills very often and need to do so more. And there's a lot of physicality to the tasks that they are not necessarily in shape for. And I'm seriously I'm finally at the point where it's like, oh, maybe this is actually a reason to start exercising again. Badger Spanner says, to be frank, the life expectancy of comedians is pretty low. Yeah, that's probably why they don't want to spend that time exercising. I get it. But, like, it's one of those things. I know I'm incredibly unlikely to ever get invited to participate in anything like that. But if I was, it would be so embarrassing if I was bad at running up and down a hill carrying something silly. Like, I should get ahead of that. I am referencing the one where they had to put the yoga balls on top of the hill. Kara says their physical inability is part of the joke. Maybe, but like I also don't want to die of a heart attack because I did one of those. Queen Dark Lady apparently colored or uncolored her hair tonight. I'm not sure what that means. Like you bleached it? Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, part of me, though, is like, it seems like kind of a waste to practice, like, running up and down large, steep hills with comedically awkward objects, in hopes that someday I get invited to participate in, like, Series 37 of Taskmaster. So maybe I should just start filming that and uploading that to YouTube now, right? Like maybe that's just part of the new intro to my Minecraft. Like every HermitCraft episode opens with me running up a hill carrying a comedically awkward object. And then I put the object down and go, "Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, according as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee." Oh boy. I don't know where I would get the objects or store them, though, because I live in an apartment. I don't have room. I don't have room for this stuff. Pajan says, why is the stream like this? Is it just me or question mark? I would like to assume it's just you. Because if it was question mark, I would have to use rising intonation. And I'm not sure if I can use rising intonation on every sentence. I don't know. Do I have a fold-up chair? I literally just threw it across the room. Do I have a fold-up chair? We can tell who showed up late for the stream, everybody. It's Darby Bristy. Thank you for joining us, Darby. But yeah, no, you did miss an actual chair throw. I threw the folding chair away because I had to sit in like an identical folding chair for 90 minutes at my kid's elementary school just now. And my body cannot handle sitting in a chair. Like the folding chair that I stream in, I can handle sitting in it for basically exactly as long as I stream. So the idea of doing that for 90 minutes and then coming back here and sitting in that chair for another 2 hours was just too much for me. It was just too much for me. So yeah, I'm actually sitting in Badger's chair. This is the chair that I bought and assembled for Badger, which is like actually like a nice office chair that, but the problem is it like rotates and it like, so with the other chair, it's because it's completely fixed, even though I'm kind of a fidgety moving around person, it stops me from moving my head away from the microphone. Whereas on this chair, I can just go like, woo, 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 like it's all over the place. And then you get that Doppler, hold on, where it's like, howdy, oh, like, and that gets weird. That gets weird. Also, I've managed to already run over my toe and break my toenail, so that is now wrapped in a tissue. So this is going exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop off what we got already. Queen Dark Lady apparently dyed her hair white. Oh, that'll be cool. Or it probably is cool, presumably, because I guess you've completed the dyeing process, so it's not like it's not like, oh, that'll be cool when it's done, because it's already done. You've seen it. You've witnessed it. I have not. So it still seems like future tense to me. Elliot Does Art says, hey, Joe, just joined the stream. What you up to? Just Minecraft stuff. Just placing some blocks and removing some blocks and standing around and picking up rocks. Swinging a pick. Badger Spanner says, I now have the word airport stuck in my head. Apparently, Badger has been watching Blue's Clues again. Whose clues? Blue's Clues. Mima Sweet says, does this build count as a perimeter? No, because it doesn't go down to bedrock. It only goes down as deep as the machine actually would be dug out, which is here. And it's at an angle. So, like, the perimeter just is flat at the bottom, whereas this is tilted upward, like an actual pinball cabinet. We should probably replace that, probably replace the pickaxe, too, while we're here. Okay. Efficiency 5, efficiency 5. Why is this not showing up in PayPal? That's weird. Okay, well, my watch is telling me that a tip is rolled in, but it's not showing up in PayPal yet. They do a lot of maintenance this time of night on Fridays and Saturdays, so sometimes things will be delayed. Apologies for that, folks. But I don't have my phone next to me because it's charging in the other room, so I can't log into the PayPal app and do a hard pull of the data. Waiting on the alerts queue to roll out those to me manually, or not manually, at their own pace. I feel like this should go just as fast when I'm in the water, but it doesn't. That's kind of a disappointment. Frostwalker boots probably would not be helpful. Because the thing is, Frostwalker boots break everybody's water pillars. Like, so if I went to the TCG arena, I could break people's redstone and stuff if there's anything water pillar dependent or their storage systems inside their bases. Yeah, Frostwalker boots are kind of considered rude because you don't know what you might break. Do. Boy, okay, so this is going to be a whole thing full of water here. I'm going to try and get the sponges from Jevin, like, this Sunday. No stream tomorrow night. Hey, the PayPal alerts are finally coming through. Let's see who they're from. Do. Looks like Toxic Glitter. Tip 20. Who says, consider this me sponsoring a hydration break. So you can take a minute to actually take care of your toe. I did take care of it. I wrapped it in a tissue. That's like the best. I mean, I'll take a second to look at it. Yep, wrapping it in a tissue was the right move. And, I mean, if you tightly wrap it in a tissue and then apply pressure with your other foot, I mean, the only thing I'm not doing right now is elevating it, which, taking 5 minutes to elevate it wouldn't help. But, like, there's no way to elevate it without, like, hold on. No, wait, we got the spinning chair. So let's move my drink somewhere I'm not going to kick it. If it makes you feel better, I will elevate it. I'm going to move the mic over here. Now it's elevated, okay? I took some time and I elevated it, but we don't need to, like, leave the room. This is super awkward because now my head's hitting the back of the chair with the hat. But yeah, now it's elevated. Oh, this is like the most... Oh, this is probably going to hurt my arms or hands or something. This is not a safe way to use a computer. But my foot's elevated, so we're doing that. What if I put the keyboard in my lap? I got to reach across myself to use the mouse then. If I elevate both my feet, okay, that's more awkward in some ways, but less awkward in others. Then, oh no, that I can't move. Okay, so that wire is too short. I think this is the best we're gonna get. But I really can't use the mouse now. Now there is on here the keyboard does have a mouse button if I hit function. What is it? Okay, so function Z is the mouse. But can I use other buttons while... Hold on. So if I'm... The problem is I can't use W and function Z at the same time because W is gonna move my mouse up. Okay, so the problem is I can't strafe. The strafe buttons are also the mouse look buttons, is the problem. So if I let go of function... If I let go of function, and then turn that like this... Yeah, there's no good way to click with the mouse while moving, which is kind of, like, crucial. Like, I can sweep left and right, up and down. But I have to let go of the function button. Whoa, okay, no. Okay, so that's now holding down the strafe button. Okay, this is interesting. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna just drown if I hold on to this too long. Okay. So we did something there. Okay. So we start strafing. I feel like I'm moving forward, but maybe I'm... Oh, you know what it's doing? Is it's simultaneously strafing and mouse looking. Or... Wow, that's weird. So W is moving me forward and looking up with the mouse. Moving backwards is moving me backwards and looking down with the mouse. So the keyboard has a function key that lets you use the mouse button. It's the keyboard simulates a mouse. This is definitely the most obnoxious way to do this. Toxic Glitter says, do you own no actual bandages? You don't want to put a bandage on something until it's done bleeding. Right? So you wrap it with something to staunch the bleeding and apply direct pressure. A bandage is not going to apply as good a pressure as having it tightly wrapped. Like an adhesive bandage is like... I mean, I guess I could go tightly wrap it with a gauze bandage, but, like, I'm going to have to change the dressing anyway, right? So I might as well just use a tissue and then change the dressing to a proper bandage once it stopped bleeding. Rotate the other way so you don't have to reach across to use the mouse. There's nothing to elevate my foot on the other way. Whoa, what happened there? I think I hit the Windows key. Am I still live? Everything went away. All of the windows minimized. I cannot see anything now. Okay. Okay. There's OBS. There's that. Okay, so the Windows button is very close to these other buttons, apparently. I need to reopen Discord. Okay. Yeah, I am now reaching fully across my body to get to the desk to click on the mouse. You know, actually, though, whoa. If I only need to click with... If I get the mouse to a good... I can just kind of rest the mouse on my leg. I don't need a proper mouse pad. Yeah, this is fine. This is definitely not good for my wrists, though. It's going to start hurting if I do this for more than 5 minutes. Okay, but anyway, I'm pretty sure that applying direct pressure, even without elevating it, was doing fine. It like, stopped bleeding quite so profusely already, so... Okay, let's just move back to where we're not going to get long-term wrist damage. Repetitive strain injury. Because, like, here's the thing, is with a messed up foot, I can still make money. If I mess up my wrists and my hands, then I'm going to lose... I won't be able to do my job. That's actually, like, significantly worse. Nice little ding noise there. Okay. Yeah, this is why I don't use a rolly chair. They're not safe. Honestly, even the armrests are like messing with my arms. But when I put them up, they're like really visible. Well, they're kind of visible on the side on camera. But yeah, this is weird. Excuse me. Okay. Anyway, do we actually process that face camera expansion? I think I just elevated my foot. So anyway, expand just. I'm gonna lower the Joe opacity now to 80%. That puts us now 4 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Is there a way to get rid of this light? I don't... Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Should have a speed potion for this. This is too slow. We need a dolphin. We need a dolphin and to swim around to do this. We're not under direct sunlight here, so we're actually not improving the lighting situation in this area. That's a problem. Because we're going to have mobs start spawning if we're not careful. Okay. What is this about? Okay, I don't need to worry about that. That's a scar problem. Sometimes the other hermits write messages, and I have to check to make sure they're not like, Joe, don't go in this area because if on your stream because there's spoilers. But sometimes the messages are just like completely nothing to do with me. So I will let other people sort that. Okay. Trill Ayum says, wow, why is Joe so big in the corner? Not really. The camera gets bigger when people tip, and we hit certain milestones. We are $4 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Looks like we just had a $3 tip roll in from Magenta. So that is going to put us $1 away, actually, from the next Space Gamer expansion milestone. Thank you, Magenta, for supporting the arts and my show in particular. Appreciate you. Okay, so this is clearly an area that we need to come back with sponges for. Maybe I should just leave it be for the most part. For the time being. But at the same time, they're blocks. And blocks are meant to be removed. So I'm having a hard time just walking away. But yeah, the lighting part over here is also going to be complex. And one more thing to worry about. So this is like a prime candidate for waiting until we get the sponges, I think, though. Let's look at this. Yeah, we can go this way. Then we gotta deal with this water. How deep is this? This is like its own whole thing. Well, so if we leave that segment over there, let's say we come back to that. There's not like water in this part though. Once you get past about here. Well, other than that. Yeah, there's a bunch of water. Okay, well, that's annoying. And there's more water there. I see the cat Lily is watching me. Does Lily recognize her name when I say it? Probably not, because the computer monitor headphone speakers probably aren't good enough for a cat. Not in that tone. Yeah, because cats recognize when their names are said, like, with a certain tone. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's clear up some of this stuff too. 4 more blocks, 3 more blocks. No, we actually want to do the opposite. We want to turn things into blocks, not remove them from blocks. Coal, lapis. Actually, we don't want the stone to go in there. Let's take the stone back out. Apples, flint. Apples can go... Well, no, never mind. Whatever. I vaguely forget what I was doing. Is Bandcamp like actual tents? No, it's a website that hosts our singles. Let me pull up one now. So, like, if you wanted to buy the Resupply Crew song from the artist formerly known as Sean Hills, you could go to seanhills.bandcamp.com/track/the-re-supply-crew. No additional hyphen after the word crew. That is a fantastic way to support my sister, currently now known as Quinn Hills. So if you enjoyed our albums, Sean Hill Sings Joe Hills Volume 1 and 2, hope you keep an eye out for Quinn's future work. And in the meantime, if you want to support me, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. No, it's not called Marching Band. It's called Sean Hill Sings Joe Hills Volume 1 and 2. I see why you're confused, though. I wonder how long I can keep my mouth open for. I continue to deliver the high level of commentary all to expect from this channel. Yeah, this is a lot harder than my normal way of talking. So the answer's not very long. That was way more challenging than I thought. Howdy, Lizzie Mac. Lizzie Mac writes, I've been here for 1 minute, and it's 100% yawn. Yeah, I needed a nap earlier, and I didn't get one. So it's going to be one of those. And we dropped a bunch of frames, and is the internet out? Cellular internet seems... Huh. Cellular internet working again? Did we actually lose the stream? Or did it just flicker? Like I said, we've also been having a lot of technical issues today, and like I am not mentally prepared to deal with them. I am not mentally prepared to deal with them. Okay, because I got kicked out of Minecraft, or kicked off the server. I had to reconnect to the server, and the OBS upload speed window indicator thing went hard red, which means like no data is being uploaded. Caffeine. Ow. I forgot the ground was there. It's okay. I need to go put stuff away. Oh, apparently we need to replace our pick, too. Okay. So let's go switch picks. Okay, and consolidate some of our copper as well. Even though I know some hermits have copper farms now, they can't collect the raw copper. So it's probably good for us to do that as a treat for everybody on the server, because sooner or later somebody's gonna be like, hey, I need a bunch of raw copper. Brett Jones says, hey Joe, looks like you're getting a lot done today. How far is it going down? Well, it's actually at an angle, which is kind of, so it's not like a particular Y level. So here's the front, and the front is deeper than the back. The back is actually a lot less deep. It's shallower, if you will. So, like, this is how deep it needs to go in the back. Not very deep at all. Yeah, we should probably go get some more rockets, too. Hey, Stephanie Hall. This stream is going the best. Okay, there's no way that's actually Minecraft, so I'm gonna ban for impersonation. Real quick. Because I know it's earlier in Redmond, but there's no way that's the actual Minecraft account. But if it is, they can yell at me via email, because they have my business email. It's one of those days. This is a bad idea. But it just occurred to me that, you know, Harvest Moon obviously inspired Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, you could argue, is a spiritual successor or blatant ripoff of Harvest Moon, depending on how gracious you want to be. But even so, no matter how you feel about Stardew Valley in relation to Harvest Moon, I personally like it a lot. I have a very charitable feeling toward it, but I understand why some people might not. I think it's notable that, you know, you would see, like, just the same way after Terraria came out, there's a bunch of 2D block mining and building games on Steam. After Stardew Valley came out, there's a bunch of other Stardew Valley ripoffs, which you could argue are just Harvest Moon ripoffs. But they existed. And they wouldn't have existed if Stardew Valley didn't come out. And you could argue Terraria is a Minecraft ripoff. And these Terraria ripoffs wouldn't exist if Terraria didn't come out. So I realize, though, there's a gap in the market for a particular type of Stardew Valley clone. Like, if you're not familiar with it, in Stardew Valley, there is an evil corporation that's basically a stand-in for Amazon/Whole Foods. And the idea is that the player character used to work for them in the corporate office before taking over the grandfather's farm. And so now this Amazon Whole Foods company is trying to take over the valley and shut out local businesses, and your farm patronizing those businesses and helping magic forest creatures from the moon. Eventually, you can kind of expel that Amazon stand-in from the valley and save everybody. So what I've realized is I don't think there's a game where you play as that company's, like, local store manager, and it's your job to, and it would be set just like Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon, in this, like, laconic rural community with, like, 30 to 50 named NPCs and romance options and all that stuff. And basically the your goal would be to shut down all the local businesses. You're trying to, and, like, you know, the idea is that initially the town people all resent you because you're this outside corporate interests guy. So in some ways it parallels the Stardew Valley thing, because you're the city slicker coming in to the valley and people don't trust you or whatever. Kara says, I play games to get away from capitalism. I know. Gritmonger suggests Pinkerton Valley as the name of the game. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Boy. Sim Company Town 2000 says Electra 310. Kind Seed is kind of like that, says Toxic Lure. It's not corporate, but you're a capitalist trying to monopolize everything. Interesting. Okay, so maybe somebody has come up with this. Okay. Welcome, Kamau. It's a hating sim. Oh, that is a pretty good description. That's very amusing. Well done. To who said hating sim? Whoever said that. So he says a Monopoly video game. Yeah, kind of. Except it's like structured like Stardew Valley or it's structured like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, where you play as the manager and you know have to interact with the townspeople and do stuff. And like maybe you have to stock the shelves. So instead of like planting crops and watering them, you have to like restock the shelves, or you eventually can hire more employees to stock the shelves for you, but you need to still go walk around and make sure, like, do a QA pass and make sure they did it. Um, it's like when you put a new product out, it can take a few days to start making a profit. Ejo Studios says, I see why this is an idea, but everyone hates big business. I literally started this topic by saying this is a terrible idea, but I'm not saying that this would be a game people would want to play. I'm just saying this is a interesting concept for a game that doesn't exist. Prairie Pirate says there's a new island game called Coral Island that's kind of a Stardew Valley ripoff. That's my point, is there's all kinds of Stardew Valley ripoffs, but I've never seen one where you play as the corporation's local representative. Am I ready for the severe weather coming into Nashville? Well, I've thrown a chair and elevated my foot. And that's about as much as I've done. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of. I mean, when I looked at it earlier, it didn't look like there was much for me to do, because I don't have like a trampoline or something to stake down. Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you can upgrade the store by like installing toilets that are worse to sit on for the employees, so they take shorter breaks. Okay. Hey, we got another tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. Jute. Tips 10. Thank you very much, Jute. That puts us 9 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So if you've never seen a Joe Hill stream before, you might not realize that the camera is about to expand. Just do. And we're going to lower the Joe Pasty now to 70%. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Oh, this isn't bedrock. This is normal stone. You can't use a pickaxe on bedrock. Okay. I should really get a good box to put the gravel in, but I'll sort it out later. I'm too mentally spent to deal with organizing tonight. That's for another stream. This is just a block removal stream, so I can feel like I made progress. Which version of 1100? The Roman numeral version. But yeah, the fact that Stephanie Hall is asking me about the severe weather makes me think that maybe I'm not prepared for the severe weather. Because otherwise, why would I be being asked about it? I saw that it was going to start after midnight, and I was planning to be done streaming by then. Because the number one thing that'll happen is if I lose power, I can't stream. But yeah, let me, just for peace of mind, I'm going to go to twitter.com/NashSevereWeather, which is spelled Whiskey X-Ray. This is the single best Twitter account in Nashville, and that's saying a lot because I live in Nashville, and my Twitter account is there. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's only a tornado watch. Damaging straight line winds are the main concern. Threat will arrive between 10:30 and midnight. It's only the front of the line that's a concern in particular. Once the front passes, you're not in danger anymore. Rainfall totals will vary. Most will probably get more than 1 inch. So don't be hanging out in an open field playing golf. Cloud to ground lightning might be a problem, but once again, I'm not going to be outdoors. I mean, we've already got the internet guy coming in on Wednesday to fix the problems from the last storm. So, like, hopefully this won't be a bad one. Because the last one was like 2-3 weeks ago, and we're still dealing with it. Yeah, tornado watch is not as severe as a tornado warning. They're different. Trill I says, this chat is so lovely. I've never been in a legible chat before. Yeah, that's because I have 3 chats going. So even though my channel may grow in popularity, people can talk at a reasonable pace in one of the 3. Welcome, Nightshade Owl Live. Glad you could join us. Okay. Trillium says, whoa, that's clever. The size is nice, but also the people are lovely. I used to watch Twitch streams, but the culture there is really bad. Oh, well, a lot of people don't actually like moderate their own streams, and stuff can kind of get away from you if you don't. So I either watch my own stream chats, or on days when I'm like doing a racing game or something and I can't, I'll pay a professional a living wage to do it, rather than depending on well-meaning volunteers who are possibly watching. Like, I've heard that like some people who like do like volunteer moderation will moderate like several chats at once. They'll just sit there with like several chats open, and like maybe that's good enough if it's not like a professional stream, but like like if I'm paying someone to moderate for me, like I'm paying them for their attention, right? Like whereas if you're depending on people who are doing it just to get a sword icon next to their name, they're gonna want a sword icon next to their name on 4 or 5 chats. That's not necessarily good. Okay, that's a full inventory there. And then we are gonna head back to the bed. Yeah, paying people for their exclusivity is an important part of paying people. Like, it's like, okay, you can work for multiple people. You can have multiple clients as like a freelance moderator, but you are working for one at a time and giving their chats your undivided attention while you're working on that particular client. Okay, so this here, it gets into where we're going to need to get the sponges. And we're outside the radius for the beacon now. Okay. So that's fine. We'll pull it back this way. Why does it erase my message when I have an emoji in it? Maybe you spammed emoji? The auto mod also like has like a list of things that it'll automatically remove, and it doesn't show me why it automatically removed your message. But you might have just done something that it might not have been the emoji, depending on what you said. Auto mod does a lot of stuff in YouTube, and you can't really fine-tune YouTube's auto mod. That's one of the biggest... There's a lot of problems with streaming on YouTube, but one of the biggest things is compared to Twitch, it does not have very complex or nuanced moderation tools. So it's kind of one of those, like... It's a little bit hand-wavy magic how YouTube auto mod works. Whereas with Twitch, you can usually kind of figure it out. Shelly Pat says, why is his face so small? We are currently 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone, Shelly Pat. Whoops, that's not it. That's the severe weather link. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat if you would like to support the show. Once again, we are 11 away from the next face camera expansion. Ooh, or we were. Wait, who's this tip from? Looks like Gritmonger. Woo! Woo! Just sent in 20. So that's going to get us 9 past that and 11 away from the next one. So thank you very much, Gritmonger. Here we go. Expand Joe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do. Lowering the Joe pasty now to 60%. At this point, the face camera is covering the entire screen. Everyone who has tipped up to this point has been making the camera more obnoxious. I mean, it'll still keep getting bigger when we hit the next tipping milestone, but it can only get more transparent. So, if you'd like to make this camera less obnoxious, to demonstrate your discontent with everyone who's tipped so far, tips are indeed welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Thank you again to Gritmonger for supporting the arts, and my show in particular. Minecraft. You're truly seeing Minecraft through the eyes of a HermitCraft player. Look at my eyes. I'm like Corrales. But with like a less adorable voice. Corrales' voice is so adorable. Totes adorbs, as the kids would say 15 years ago. Spite tipping, tipping for spite. If you don't like how people tipped already, you can tip more. I rent, Daniel. I can't wait until one day I'm a homeowner, but realistically, I feel like I'm getting further from it every day. Because, yeah. Finances. But yeah, this immigration thing, we're definitely going to have to hire an attorney for the K1 visa. And that's not going to be cheap. So, one day, but realistically, not soon. And, yeah. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get a new pickaxe here. Fortune 3. Okay. Dun dun dun. Is this a... No, it's efficiency 5. Why is it so slow? Maybe it hadn't registered me as fully landed. I don't know. Oh, I didn't know Corrales had an Anno 1800 series. Hey, Fentim. I'm glad you had a fun time celebrating with your friends. Hope you had a good evening out, or whatever. My brain is, like, not really working tonight. How are we on blocks? Let's get some more blocks for a minute. There's one. Here's some more here. Just as a reminder, there's going to be no stream tomorrow night because I have a family obligation, and so I will not be available tomorrow evening to stream. Derek Bolton, no, that's not true. No, I'm dipping into my retirement fund to pay for this immigration attorney. Yeah. Which I actually initiated the withdrawal today, which is one of the other reasons I'm so stressed out. I'm estimating. I haven't even gotten, like, an actual, like, quote from an attorney yet, but the thing is, it takes a while to pull the money out. For the... So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just... Do I prefer mining or crafting? Eh. Yeah. I don't know how to prefer things, I think. Like, that's just not how... Why would you... I don't know. I'm not good at ranking things, and I feel like preferences like that are just a more specific use case of ranking things. Like, I'm trying to be empathetic with somebody who would care significantly enough about either experience in order to prioritize one over the other, but like that's I can't do it. I can't fake that. I can't fake it. That's just not who I am. Like, why I don't know. I feel like people expect too much of me sometimes. Like why can't people just do stuff and just experience it? Why do you have to have a deeply held opinion about how one stuff compares to another stuff? Why can't you just be like, I don't know. Like, yeah. This is not a lifestyle blog. I'm not gonna be in here like, oh my god, I love crafting. It's my favorite. Here's my top 7 ways to feel about ranking things. Buy this makeup. Like you think everybody on the internet has a rank for everything just because the people who sell you stuff have ranks for everything. But I'm not selling you anything. So I'm not gonna go through the effort of pretending to be like them to optimize for whatever algorithm their broken minds are twisted around. Like, I know that you can use barbed wire as telephone line, but that's not how I want to be. I don't know. Hey, Phil Connor, too. Thank you for tipping 20. That is going to get us 9 past our next Face Giver expansion milestone. Who says, are you the Jost because you're the famed labor leader Joe Hill, framed for murder and executed in 1915, as sung about by the Dubliners? That's what Google thought you were tonight when I asked it to play your live stream. Google AI, everyone. Thank you, though, Connor, too, for that. That's going to get us to our next Face Gamer expansion milestone. Expand Jost. Do. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 50%. And then we got another tip rolling in via PayPal from Stephanie Hall, 17. There were 2 L's and then a 1 and then a 7, and my brain was just like, oh, I don't know. Stephanie Hall 17, who says immigration lawyer fund or house fund or fun fund. You choose. It's gonna be immigration lawyer fund first. For that, 31. We were 11 away, so bum. That's gonna get us evenly 2 face camera expansion milestones. Here we go. Expand. Jost. Do. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 42%. And then expand Jost numero dos. D. And lowering the Joe Pasty now to a frigid 32% Joe Pasty. Okay. Yay. Thank you very much, Stephanie Hall 17 and the O'Connor 2. Why is my mouse only clicking now? Okay. Here we go. Do. Okay. Oh man, let me fix the... This is not set to 4K mode. Let me fix that real quick. There, much better. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. We had that set to low fidelity for the something. For the Quinn stream yesterday, I guess, maybe. Because we were on rotational tips. Okay. Have I looked into law school immigration clinics? No. I will say some of the people we reached out to are like, well, we actually primarily focus on people who are here illegally. And we don't actually process a lot of applications from people trying to do it right. So you'd probably be better off going with a bigger firm. And I'd like to support the attorneys who are helping people who are already here. However, like, the fact, like, that they're so low confidence about their ability to fill out these forms, in some ways it makes me feel a little bit better about being bad at filling out these forms, but they're like, you really want somebody who does this a lot. And so the fact that they're not sending us to a law school immigration clinic. They're sending us to, they're saying, no, use a bigger firm. If you're trying to do an actual immigration application, go with somebody more experienced in handling this stuff. And I'm like, it's not how I like to act. But yeah. There's one person that they recommended who just started her own firm, but used to work for a big firm. But she's based out of Memphis and might not want to take our case, so waiting to hear back from her. And then there's another group that I need to email that I got recommended the other day. But yeah, it's its own whole thing. But no, I'm not. This is especially because of Badger's disability status. I don't want to trust this to a clinic of like law students who haven't done this before, because there might be a lot of complicated side things because of Badger's disability status that we need to handle up front, and if we do wrong up front, could be disqualifying, right? So we need to make sure we don't accidentally do anything disqualifying in the first round. It's a lot. It's really stressful. Sorry, this stream is like just nonstop stress. It's just throwing chairs and wanting to lie down, talking about attorneys. It's just been one of those days. It's been one of those days where I needed to lie down for an hour and a half, and there was no hour and a half. Professor Red Fox says, my father-in-law does it a lot, solo guy. Well, so that's the thing, though, is that at least he does it a lot. Yeah. Now, he might not, yeah, not in Nashville. So that's the other thing is, like, in theory, this person probably wouldn't have to appear in court, but if it does come to arguments, like, about the disability status, like, I'm worried it might come to that. I don't know. So ideally, we want somebody local. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm just gonna keep sitting here saying it's a lot if I don't talk about something else. So, yeah. I don't know. No, it's okay. Thank you, Professor Red Fox. I appreciate the offer. It's just, yeah. I'm gonna try a few local places, because like there are major international banks and stuff that have things here. There's a university. There's reasons for there to be law firms that handle this stuff. Rosalia Moon says, "Why would Badger's disability status be an issue?" Well, because the government, that's like one of the first things that they started disqualifying people for when they opened Ellis Island. Like, historically, the government has not been a big fan of people immigrating to the United States who weren't like, I'm here to work, right? You know, that's kind of, I'm not saying that's how it should be. I'm just saying, like, it would be maybe a little bit naive of us to assume that it's not going to be a problem at all. Okay. Toxic Glitter suggested I reach out to my alma mater because they might have stuff for helping professors and grad students who are immigrating to the United States. That's true. I'm not sure that services like that would be open to alumni. Like, that office definitely exists, but I don't know to what degree they would be of assistance. What time is it? Okay. Oy, oy. Bum, bum, bum. It is after 10, and we are still streaming on the cellular internet, so shockingly, it's held up better than I expected at 1080p. It's been more solid than our, what do you call it? Cable internet lately. Bandwidth-wise, we are eating, we're eating about 6 megabits a second, so that's gonna add up soon. So I don't think we're gonna run the stream until 10:30. 20 minutes remain in the stream. If you're enjoying it, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Quill, my alma mater is Vanderbilt University. I'm glad you had a good skillet, Stephanie. I accidentally left the burner on my skillet after making a sandwich the other day. And luckily it was on relatively low heat, and I only forgot about it for 45 minutes. But, yeah, cast iron, woo! Okay. Keeping my head in one place in the swivel chair is way harder. Have a good night, Aisht. Okay. I hear magma blocks moving water, or I hear lava. And I can't tell which it is. That sounds like lava, though. I'm surprised to hear lava so close to the surface. It's like right here. It's like all around me. I'm hoping that's not like an auditory hallucination, because I know I'm tired, but I shouldn't be that tired. Okay, let's go put these things in chests. Ow, didn't hit it. Okay. And, okay. So why is there lava over here, is the question. And where is there lava over here? In a lot of ways, it's friendlier to find lava from above than from below. It sounds really close. Probably need to keep that platform so we can retrieve those chests later. Just as a quick side note. It sounds like it's super close. But I'm just not finding it. Maybe it's underneath me? Full inventory again. Make some blocks here. Put some of these away. Okay. It's gonna free up some space. Was that thunder? Hey, Blake, thank you for tipping 20. He says your stream is the perfect Friday move. Keep adventuring. Thank you very much, Blake. That puts us evenly at our next face camera expansion milestone. I was going to say we're running until 10:30. 15 minutes remaining in the stream, but that thunder sounds very loud and very close. Let me pull up the severe weather map real quick. I might need to unplug the computer and everything. Because they said the stream was supposed to arrive, or not the stream, the storm was supposed to arrive at 10:30 to midnight. So I thought if I went till 10:30, I'd be okay. Okay, you know what we are going to do? Yay, walking. We're going to get up. We're going to open the window partially. Because we've got the window mic on. It's not really turned up, but Okay, next time there's thunder, now we'll really be able to hear it. Although, actually, no, I've got a filter on here that drops the low end of the bass out. I need to turn that off. 3-band equalizer. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, now it's blowing directly. Whoa! Okay, that's a bad plan. Let's close the window a little bit so the wind doesn't go directly in the mic. 16,000 homes and businesses in Memphis are without power. Oh, that's no good. Scar has not asked me for stone. Y'all keep saying, have you considered supplying Scar with stone? I'm happy to give Scar all the stone he asks for, but he hasn't asked for it. Pearl has asked for stone. Pearl has said, friends, Romans, countrymen, bring me your trash. And you know what? That's what I'm doing. I'm happy to bring supplies to any hermit who asks for them, but that's Pearl. That's not Scar. So I'm going to keep dropping my stuff off at Pearl's. And if Scar says to Pearl, hey, Pearl, has anybody dropped off like 8,000 boxes of stone? She can be like, yeah, here it is. That's going right in the mic, isn't it? Okay. I got this No Rain song stuck in my head since NJ sang it. Or mentioned it. I didn't even know I knew it. Okay. Oh, I've been asked why I haven't been posting my funny videos that I put on Tumblr and Twitter on YouTube as YouTube Shorts. And just to clarify, YouTube Shorts are too short for my short form work. My short form videos are usually about 80 to 100 seconds. And YouTube Shorts max out at 60. So I can't really post that stuff there. Like, I don't have the... Like, the sort of stuff I make, I'm used to... Like, when I would make short form stuff, it was always for Twitter, which had a 140-second limit as a nod to the 140 character limit. Right, so that's 100... Or 140 seconds is... Wait, no, that's... Was it 1 minute and 40 that it capped at, or was it 140 seconds? It was one of those two. But anyway, so I'm not good at making 60-second stuff. And also, YouTube doesn't deserve it. They screwed up shorts so badly. I'm not gonna... Like, I tried making stuff for their shorts initiative, and then they paid me a nickel for one of them. And I was just insulted. And I was done. Like, I'd rather go somewhere where I can make what I want and not be insulted. And that's Tumblr and Twitter at this point. My Tumblr is tumblr.com/JoeHills. Okay. Hey, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who that's from. 25 just rolled in from Derek, who says, since Badger doesn't have pounds of money, I hope this helps. Well, thank you very much. That is going to get us 5 past our next face camera expansion milestone. Here we go. Expand juice. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And we're going to lower the Joe pasty now to 24%. So thank you very much, Derek. That puts us 15 away from the next phase camera expansion milestone. We got about 8 minutes left in the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and post that tip and link probably for the last time. Last call for tips. Since the alerts have been rolling in slow, that'll give us 8 minutes to see anybody whose tips come in and thank them. Once again, there is no stream tomorrow night. No Saturday night stream. I have a family commitment at that time, and I will not be available for streaming. Okay. I feel like the camera's just drifting more with this chair. It's throwing me off. Sorry about that. We never found that lava, did we? I did want to find that lava if we could. It feels like I'm getting a cross breeze, which is disconcerting because all the other windows in my apartment should be closed. So that means either that is a really strong wind overcoming the natural pressure differential thing, or I've got a window open somewhere that I need to figure out. This was where the lava sounds were coming from. See if we can find the lava before the stream ends. Hey! It's a pretty big lava cave, actually. Can we get a better view of that? No. Yeah, we're gonna grab all of that for our furnaces. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Just a nice little self-contained lava cave here. I thought that sounded like a lot of lava. Should go get some buckets, probably. Okay. So these are not quite empty. But we could have. Is that thunder or an airplane? Oops. 7 buckets. 15 buckets. somehow an actual lava bucket got in that one. Oh boy. 16 buckets. 10 buckets. Yeah, that's good for now. Wait, did I have extra buckets in this barrel here? I did. That's definitely thunder. Is that coming through? Okay. Oh, it's not very deep. That's unfortunate. Three more. And that's that full. Okay, we can still fit a few more. We need to make sure we leave room for two more, and then we need to get rid of the shulkers. Yep. Okay. Fell too far. No, we'll have to reclimb the stairs. Oh boy. Okay, and then back we go. Okay, dang it. Fell in the... It's fine. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Let's go there, heads down dream here. Okay, it's 10:30 now. I figure we'll get the lava and then we'll head out. Because between needing to batten down the hatches for the storm and needing to not burn too much cellular data, we probably shouldn't stream indefinitely tonight. Anyway. Okay. We still have room for some more here. Definitely have room for these 6. And 3 more. Okay, up we go. And 13 more. Yeah, I don't know if there even is 13 left. We might have gotten all of it. go. Bye-bye, lava. Oh, wait. One left. Done. Same mistake again. Oh man, I'm starting to have network issues here. Look at that. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. Man, that wind is crazy. For like, I've got the window barely open. I just have it enough that I could try and get some audio. And it's like... Like I said, I don't think I have a second window open, so I'm wondering, is that just pushing out through all the cracks in the apartment? Because that's a lot of air to be coming in at that speed, if I don't have another window open somewhere. So that really makes me think I accidentally left another window half open. So... Hey, that was literally the perfect number of buckets. We have filled all of the... Oh... One short. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody's fine. Nobody's gonna complain. No need to complain. So close. Okay. Gonna go to this, and I'm gonna see. Yep, there's more thunder rolling in. Hey, it looks like the ladies of Hot Nudge are playing Elvira's House of Horrors, the pinball machine I modeled my house after on HermitCraft Season 9. So we're going to /raid Hot Nudge. When you get over there, our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hill's raid here. There we go. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do.